All right, this is going to be Lyin Eyes by the Eagles, another fantastic Eagles track. I've got my Cheech and Chong shirt on from like 25 years ago because I can't go to the bedroom and get a shirt because the baby is asleep, the puppy. So, pretty funny situation. All right, so let's get into this intro for Lyin Eyes. We got a G, G major 7, C, A minor, D7, G. Okay, so we got G and then G major 7 can be done with like the 3 on the second string and the second fret of the first string. And our strum is like down, down, up, up, down, up. So we got G, G major 7. And you can also do that one with just the 2 down here. You just want to mute the A string on that one. But this one has a nice ring to it. Okay, so G, G major 7, C twice, A minor, D7, G twice. So let's try that. 2, 3, and. Okay, so that strum is down, down, up, up, down, up. So one more time through that. 2, 3, and. Okay, now the verse is going to start out with the same type of thing. We're going to go A minor twice, D twice, back to G, major 7, C twice. Now we're going to have A minor to C, G twice. Okay, then we're going to start on the next verse. It's going to have the same stuff to begin with, but it's going to have a different ending. So let's try that together. 1, 2, 3, and G, major 7, C twice, A minor twice, D twice, G, major 7, C twice. Now this one's going to have A minor to C to G, and then it's going to have a 2 beats each, a A minor 7, D7. So A minor 7 is like that A minor, you pull that second fret of the G string out, O2, O1, O, down to your D7, O2, 1, 2. So let's look at the last half of that. We're going to go from the G again, 2, 3, and major 7, C twice, A minor, C, G, and then A minor 7, D7. Next verse. A minors to Ds. Second half. Now this one has A minor C. 1, 2, and. So it's like a 1, 2, and. So the and of 2, you hit the C part of that chord, the 2 and the 1 there. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. So that was a D7 at the end. So G, G, C, G, D7, G. And that puts you into the chorus. Hold the G. Put in the 2 and the 1 from the C, back to G. And then you have some notes from the A minor down here that pop back into that G. So you got. Okay, so it's like a little bit of a 2, 1 open down here, or 2, 2, 2, 1. So we got, you can't hide your lying eye and the stone. So we got a quick D, little power chord pickup. So we got G, C with a G bass, G, A minor, G, on the way to this E minor, we hit that little D power chord on the way. And we pick up the strums as well, so we got E minor, B minor, A minor, D7. Okay, so that was G, C with a G, G, a little A minor, G, D, E minor, B minor, A minor, D7. Now we got a G. Now we have an F with a G bass. So I'm using these fingers to get that 3, 2, 1, 1 to that F chord down there. And I'm putting this finger up here in this big 3 to get that G bass. So C, A7. That's that O2, O2 open. And then A minor, D. And back to G, G major 7. A minor, D, G. Okay, and then we have a bunch more verses and choruses and things. It's basically all the same type of stuff. I'm going to get into some leads here in a bit, some fills and things, but we do have an outro where we're going to go G, G major 7, A minor, D. I repeat that, G, major 7, A minor, D. One more time. G, C with a G bass, G. Okay, so that's your basic rhythm strumming for Lyin Eyes by the Eagles. So now we're gonna get into some of the leads, some of the fills and things. So we can start out with a little part of a G chord, open 3, 3 on the bottom 3 strings here. And then we have, so a little 2, open on the 2nd string, 3rd string, back to the 2nd string, back to the 2, 3, 2 at this point. So we got, you could hit a 4th string, but it might just be the bottom 3. Go to that open, and then open on the 2nd string to 2 open on the G. And then 2 on the G, open B string there, 2 on the D. So we got open G, 2 quick slides, 2 to 4 in the G, back to the 2, open G, 4 in the D, back to the G. So we got and then we have this great riff here. We have so we have 7s on the 2nd and 3rd string. We're coming into the 9 on the G string and the 7 on the B string. And that's 5s and 7s on the same strings. You could pick them or kind of hammer that first one. And then 4 and 3. And then 4 and 3 are going to come into the 5s. Back to 4 and 3. 2 chromatics, opens on those same 2. So and then you can hit the harmonics on the D, G, and B string on that 12th fret. So all together we got okay, later on there's a fill that's going to have an 8th fret, 2nd string. It's going to hold out a bit and then okay, so you got an 8 here, then you got a 12th fret, half step bend, you kind of hold, and then you're bending from a 10th fret bend on the 2nd string all the way up already. And then 10, little 7, 9 on the G. So listen for that one. Then you got a little harmonic riff. So So that's D, G, and B strings, 7th fret, bum, 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 and then 5th fret of the G string. That's like right before a new verse starts. Then we got a cool riff that's like recurring. It's like, so that's a little 7, 8, 9 slides to the 7, and then 5, 7, 7 slides to the 5, and then we hit the 5, 5, 3 there. So we got. And then we've got another one with the 7s on the 3rd and 1st string. And that goes into the 9 and the 8. Jumps up a set of strings, so 4th and 2nd. Hammers into those 9 and 8 there as well. So here we're going to wait one beat, like 1. So it's 5 in the 2nd, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1 in the 2nd. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then it gets into a quick like triplet on the last half of this first beat. 9, 7, 7, starting on the D string. Then we get into a 7, 9, 10, 9, 7, 5, 5 again, then open, 3 on the 2nd, back to the little open. So it's like a 1. With that little 1, 3 to a D chord. Then a little later we have a little slide. We're going to get into that G to that F with the G bass. When that A7 chord comes in, there's a little fill that goes 5 to 6 on the G. It's a little 5 down there. And then at the very end of the song you're going to have, so 8, 7, 5, 3, 5, 7. Listen to the ending, you'll see what I mean on that one. So thanks a lot for watching, y'all. That's Lyin Eyes by the Eagles. We will talk to you soon.